Chris, disappointing afternoon.
Yes, very. Certainly a game that we shouldn't have lost, I don't think, and particularly on the balance of play. Credit to Swansea. I think they managed the game very well. Particularly after the goal, and defended well when they had to. But it's probably a little bit similar to how we've been, where we've had good periods of the game, very good periods of possession, and also good periods of possession in the final third. But we've got to capitalise, we've got to be able to capitalise on them periods that we have, and the balls that we're getting, and we're just not showing enough at this moment in that final third to get that breakthrough.
Do you want more from your players when they're in that situation?
Well, I think there are two things. I think there are, is the team working hard enough? And I'm certainly not going to accuse a team, but particularly the way that we were pushing in that second half of not working hard enough. I think it's about making good enough decisions. It's making about decisions maybe to get that extra body in, to maybe at times just work that little bit harder to get into the box. And of course it's about just showing that little bit more quality once we get into them areas. And probably the goal is a poor goal to concede. Anthony Knockaert's chance is probably the best chance of the game. So there at the moment there's them sort of fine balances of us conceding some poor goals that put pressure on us to score, and at the moment we're not able to score the goals to alleviate that little bit of pressure.
It's interesting you mentioned. I was going to mention that sort of 4-minute spell is what turned the game, isn't it? The chance for Knockaert, and then within 4 minutes you're behind just before half time.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably how we are at the moment. Where if I'm looking at something going for you, something going against, they would say it's a good goal. They got the ball into obviously a danger area, but defensively we should have done better. I think everybody seeing it would say exactly the same. And once you get them moments in front of the goal, particularly against the better teams, the what you regard as your better chances or your clearer chances, perhaps you aren't going to have as many, and certainly for us at the moment, I think with how we are, we haven't been creating, apart from Barnsley away, where I think we created clear chances. We haven't been creating them clear chances, and when you get into them moments, we have got to be able to take them.
It feels like we're having the same interview, doesn't it? Because I'm sure it feels to you like you're saying the same things after each game. Does it feel a bit like Groundhog Day for you at the moment?
No, it never does, because the opposition is always different, and we evaluate each game on the content of that game. But if I'm looking at some similarities are, am I happy with at times the possession that we have? Yes. Am I happy with the areas that we get the ball into? But the areas that I'm not happy, of course, are at both ends. That we are conceding poor goals, and we are not creating enough good chances.
Are you frustrated at the moment?
Yes. Yeah, I think frustrated, as is the changing room, but it's my responsibility to be able to change that, and that comes with maybe a little bit of fortune, the game that we do, that things do go our way, and we do take them chances and take that little bit of pressure off, and that takes us into a little bit more of a confident mode. But it's my responsibility to make sure that we come out here Wednesday night against a very, very good side in Watford, and show the qualities that we're showing, but showing sporadically.
I don't think any of the fans expected it to be this kind of season for Forest. I'm sure when you came into the job, you didn't really expect by now to be in 21st place, but it's adding pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, but it comes with the position, and it's only ourselves that has got ourselves in that position. Probably what we have after if I'm looking at my period, after sort of a decent start, certainly the first sort of seven games, that we've now gone into a three game period where we're speaking about a lot of the same things. All you can do is look to break that cycle, and we would not be the only ones. And at every stage, teams are going to go through difficult periods. We want to come out of this period as quick as possible. Wednesday is the first and best opportunity that we have, but we will need to show more.
You remain confident, Chris, that it will turn? I know a lot of the fans are kind of thinking, well, this is a relegation fight now we're in this season, but are you confident that things are going to turn?
We are still very, very early in the season. There are so many games, so many periods to still play, and what we're doing is that we in the period of time here, I'm finding out about players still. Looking at the best formations that I've got and the best formulas in the team. You're always concerned when you're not getting the results that you want, and you're always frustrated that you don't get the results that you want. But if anything, it just means that we've all got to work harder to make sure that we turn this recent form around.